Welcome to the Oyasound Podcast with your host, Sabine Blaizin, and today's special guest, PitsiRa YaMabala.
Yes, we're here.
Yes, let the people know about you.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself.
All right. Yeah. Greetings to you.
Greetings.
As you've already said, PitsiRa YaMabala, South African, born and bred, raised in the north of South Africa. This is the Limpopo. We like to call it the Garden of Eden, because we got so much, of, God, us given food, gifts that we can share with the other, parts of the country and the neighboring countries.
Nice.
My name actually was named after my grandpa. The Ra it holds a very significant meaning within my language. Ra is actually, first it means a father. It means God. In Kemetic is also Amen. Which is God, and it's also referred to the sun. Not only that, but it's also like part of the life force.
Yes.
So I'm being energized all the time when my name is being called, because
oh my goodness.
Because of that energy, and I carry it. I like to bring the energy.
Oh,
YaMabala,
you certainly do.
Yeah. YaMabala is it's colors. You could say colors. If you personify it, you will say personalities, and also like
nice.
Various things that we are doing as I'm doing a lot, in my community, and just, in my family as well.
Yes. Well, we are grateful and excited to have South Africa represented in the Oyasound family.
Right.
Definitely have a special place in my heart for South Africa and its history in fighting apartheid. Also, with this musical legacy and the birthplace for me of Afro House.
Right.
And as a DJ, I love many of the producers and the artists that I play out in my sets.
Right.
So definitely want to give homage to South Africa and Afro House in my first album.
Right.
So thank you, PitsiRa.
Thank you
for jumping on this project. And who better else? Yes, you bring all the colorful energy on the mic and on the stage, but you have such a rich artistry within yourself, which we'll get into.
Right.
But let's talk about your track on the album.
Yeah.
Kokoti. So again, we're merging Afro House with powerful cultural references, rhythms from Haiti and South Africa. So just walk us through the significance of merging that, particularly your Sepedi roots. Am I saying Sepedi right?
You say it very well.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
With the sounds of Oyasound. And how does it reflect your vision for global unity through music, which I know is really dear to you?
Yeah, it's very interesting that somehow I was like, invited, or I would say chosen, to be part of Oyasound, and your album as well. And Kokoti, simply it means like knock, to knock. And when you are doing whatever that you are doing first, when you're invited into a house, when you're invited into a space, when you come in, you have to knock first, right? And with Sepedi, I grew up like from a family of musicians, mainly like clap and tap,
Nice.
In my community there was just so much different types of like youth choirs, and I grew up to be like one of the leaders of the choir and all of that. So I had that rhythm within me. Actually, my brother Zulu May his soul rest in power.
Yes.
He started a boys' choir in my own family. So my own family, it's a family where the children around my neighborhood, they will come to my family to
Oh my
play
goodness.
different types of indigenous games, including
That's
music.
incredible.
Yeah, very, very much. When I think about it now,
Yes.
that was such a blessing.
Yes.
So around like 5, 6, he started a boys' choir, and I was one of the leaders. And I remember very well that I was even like starting to compose, because for me, composition comes so easy. Like I can do like
And
10 songs, like,
oh my
like
God,
in a
yes,
day.
PitsiRa.
It's just
We
so
have
easy,
witnessed that magic in the
Yeah,
studio
yeah,
with you, and you were ready.
right.
You had
right.
notebook filled.
Yeah. It works like that. And so to knock knock, I felt like being introduced into the world through the collaboration, with the Haitian people. It was such very important for me, and then I felt like I needed to introduce myself. So Kokot is more like I'm introducing myself.
Nice.
And I'm like, it's long. I have been here, and the spirit that I'm bringing, I'm coming, as a royal person, also acknowledging the other, royalty as well. And
I love that.
yeah, and you mentioned earlier on about the history, of South Africa. Back home, I'm part of the organization called Ebukosini Solutions.
Okay.
Ebukosini, it means House of Royalty, solutions. So we believe that we got all the solutions for our own
That's right.
problems,
That's
right? And for me to be able to be involved in the issues that are facing our people, I have to have confidence, I have to have strength, I have to bring in some warrior spirit, I have to say that I'm forging forward, even if no one is actually believing or listening, because usually when you are on the right path, first you have like few friends,
That is true.
and then later they catch up. They're like, oh yeah, that
They
that
need
guy
to
was
catch
right,
up.
that guy
Yes.
was right. So Kokoti is Kokoti, Koko, and that's what we do when we come in, like Koko. And then when we knock at the door, we use our
Knuckles?
our knuckles, usually the middle finger, like Koko,
Okay.
so Kokoti, yes, we've been here, can you open up, we got something to offer. And I also become a little bit cocky right there.
Yeah.
There's some part where I'm like, I know what I'm doing, because I
Exactly.
know that, what I'm offering right here
Right.
is good,
Right.
so
That's right.
so
Well, what you offered to us was very, very good. And it was such a incredible marriage between Haitian rhythms and South African
Right.
sounds. Uh, yeah, so it was almost like an opening for us and also a going back home,
right,
right?
yeah,
And honoring our African roots
that's right,
and
yeah.
showing that we're connected.
And you did it very beautiful, because
Thank you.
when literally, like when you look at the features, of both Haitian people and South Africans, you could say, "Oh, my brother,"
It's all in
my
the
sister,
cheeks.
literally, like the
Yes.
same, So the resilience, you
Yes.
walk at Prospect Park, in
Yes,
Brooklyn,
Little Haiti.
you're like, you're like, wow, those are my brothers, and I happen now to know most of the Haitian people, because of Oyasound.
Oh,
I'm
excellent.
also like drawn,
Yes.
to brothers and sisters from Haiti.
Oh my
This
gosh.
brother
That's
Dawood, I
great.
think he does a WBA
Haitian All
presenter.
Stars.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
brother, I will go with him at Massachusetts. You know, the things that it's a bus that is for Haitians. You know, I've been going there for like a couple of years. You know, with him, so I
so
feel
this
very
was meant
safe.
to be.
It was meant to be. It
Good,
definitely
good.
was meant to be.
Oh my gosh, the similarities in our features and our mannerisms and our style,
and our style of
music.
music, because I listen to the diverse, you know, rhythms that comes from Haiti. You know, it almost like you could give them like any beat, you know, and there was something that is going to come out, and it's similar to South Africa, you know, like some people say like, yeah, you know, those people, they harmonize so well, you know, whether we are crying, we sing. We are happy, we sing. You know, in celebrations, in anywhere you find us, there's always a song.
All stages of life.
It's all initiations. The main thing in initiations. It's songs. You know, all the time. You know, there's that.
Wow. So the track Kokoti, thank you for that history and your vision behind it. The lyrics, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to try to sing because you're the singer.
Okay.
It says, Ke gali reletsa melodi menwana and bula mabati rekene. Now, I'm not going to say I know Sapedi like that.
You said it.
But did I do a little bit of a good job?
Yeah, you said it very well. But I'm going to try to say it the way in which, you know, it is. And shout outs, you know, to my Sapedi, you know, linguistic ancestors. You know, I give thanks each time. At this point, when I listen to the sound and in a way that it refers to nature, they did so well.
Wow,
so I say ke khale re letša melodi menwana e re re, right? Ke khale re letša melodi menwana e re re, kokoti 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 bula mabate re ke nne go ba re na re re, makosi magoshi. So ke khale, so it's something that I just said, you know, to say that ke khale, like it's long, you know, that we have been knocking and we have been singing, you know, all the melodious tunes, you know. So this is the time, you know, for us to be in, to be, we don't need to be knocking anymore. But bulamabati is to open up all the doors, you know, bulamabati, so that we can enter. You know?
Wait, PitsiRa, I just got chills.
Yeah.
And the first thought that came to mind is the door of no return.
Right. Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, I know.
Boy.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
How they did it.
Yeah, we can go there.
Wow.
Let's go there. We can go there.
The door of no return, but we're returning home.
Yeah, of course. And we always
our
have
existence
been.
right
Yes,
now
right.
is the power of the resilience of all of our ancestors.
Right.
And all the fights and all the evolution we've made as a people.
Right.
And through art and through music as the most powerful connection.
Yeah.
And we sit here today, ancestors of South Africa and Haiti, and we're able to speak this truth, speak this history
so much power
in our native language.
Yeah, so much power.
So that's why it was very important, especially with this project, that, of course, there's English lyrics, there's definitely Creole lyrics, and then have a traditional language from Africa via South Africa. It's a powerful thing.
It is. You know, we say...
And that opening, the way is open.
Yeah.
So our people have to grab it.
Yeah, they have to.
And we cannot wait for someone to open the door for us.
And you know what? It comes so nice. It comes so nice because it's revolutionary, but also it comes as like, you know, Haitian rhythm, Afro house, which is
Yes.
more like welcoming, vibey. It's almost like, no, man, we aren't here to fight. We are here to
Exactly.
actually show and to bring some love, to bring some
beauty,
joy,
the joy.
because the
Yes.
sound, sound is one of the most, first ever things that was
That's right.
created.
The breath of
Yes,
life.
yeah. So we say Makosi. Makosi both refers to the kings, queens, and the ancestors. So we
Nice.
also honoring, that as we come here, we know that there have been people, before us,
That's right.
who actually carried all this legacy
And open the doors for us in this path
exactly
for today.
Right.
PitsiRa, whenever I speak to you, it's like a rites of passage.
Right. Let it be.
and that's what I love
Let it be.
about who you are.
Right.
So there's also another part of the song. Oh,
Okay.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that
Yeah.
came naturally in the studio,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And as people may or may not know, the reason why I chose to name my brand Oyasound, Oya is a name of a Yoruba goddess, a warrior spirit,
Right.
the guardian of the ancestral realm. And as I got into this music industry, I definitely want to put myself known or highlight, a strong Black woman doing electronic music. And it sort of just became this anthem on the song.
It is actually.
So let's talk a little bit about that, and thinking about the larger message of the song, right? Power, love, the unstoppable nature of the African diaspora.
Right.
It seemed organically, or even the spirit Oya was calling us to even say her name.
Yeah.
Right? But it was really cool because as a crew, right, we sort of elevated the sound
We did.
within it, right?
We did.
So
We
yeah,
did.
so let's talk a little bit about that.
Well,
part.
I mean, you said it very well. What Oya actually is refers to what it represents, and I think that's the beauty of collaboration.
Yes.
Because when I brought in the Siperi. And then you came in actually, in the studio, to bring in that you and Okai,
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And I want to talk about that a little bit.
Yes.
Because I see every time we perform the song, that's the most catchy part. Plus, we added the dance into it. We make a specific dance for that part.
Yes, we care for that part.
And that and the dance, dance is you need to have strength. You need to have stamina. When you're doing that dance, coordination, because of the way in which you're dropping, dropping like your feet. So that says a lot about the spirit of Oya, and the excitement. And I actually, gents may have to wait a little bit on that, but most of the places that I perform the song, that part, the people on the dance floor who are dancing
are
women. No, are women. Most, brothers do, but most are women. Women get more excited. It's almost like that spirit is pulling up, every woman, within the space to say, yo, this is actually energizing you. Yeah, but that's the truth.
But they
that's
get down.
Fact. Of course they do.
And then they make their own remix of the dance.
Of course, all the time.
So for the people out there, you have to definitely look at some footage.
Yep.
Go to our website and
see the challenge,
social media, or just come to the next party where PitsiRa is performing.
Right.
We have a whole dance, y'all, to Kokoti, and it's literally viral at the party.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is the most catchy. It's the most catchy part. But also I think we need to tap into that matriarchy, spirit. We we need to value, our women. And I'm gonna share this
Sure.
short story. I don't know how you all gonna feel about it, but once I was on a journey from Johannesburg to Tshwane. Tshwane is old Pretoria.
Okay.
Those who are in South Africa, it's kind of like the capital city of South Africa.
Okay.
So I was traveling with my my mentor, spiritual guide, Father Baba Buntu, and I've just met him maybe like a year ago or so. And I grew up on the streets, the street language and everything. And we were talking about the issues that are happening, between men and women and children and all of that. And I'm not really sure exactly what I said, but to paraphrase, I said something like, yeah, but these women as well, they like to do, and we were on a highway, mind you, the way in which he stopped the car. I was at the back. He looked at me. He's like, what did you say about women? Everything that you say, that negative that you say about women, that means you say that is your mama. You say that is your sister. You say that is your aunt. You say that is your female friend.
Yes.
And since that day, I started to like, oh, hang on. I didn't
Mother
know.
Earth.
Yeah, I did.
All of it.
So much. But then he started educating me. Giving me some books. Referring back to a golden era of African, civilizations where women ruled, and all of that. And actually, one of the other things is that the king, the king, it's in English, right? And then us, we don't have a queen. A king can be either a man or a woman.
In your specific tribe or part of Africa.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
so
incredible.
so is the title. So either or,
How do you say the title?
Can be a king. Hoshi.
Hoshi.
Yeah, Hoshi. We have it in the song,
Hoshi.
Makosi, Makoshi. That's what
Oh.
it means. Yes. Hoshi,
I didn't know that. I learned that today. Wow.
So we're honoring that too.
PitsiRa, you are a wealth of history, but it comes from such a intentional and genuine space.
Thank you for that. Yeah.
Wow. What is your vision as an artist within Oyasound, outside of Oyasound?
Right.
Because we found you, and you're a whole entity, right?
Right.
What do you see for yourself in the next, let's say, 3 to 5 years? As an artist, as an activist.
Right.
You're also a father. You're a husband. All these aspects of your life. You're an entrepreneur.
Right.
So yeah, let's talk about that.
Afropreneur, right? You said
Afropreneur.
That,
right? That's right.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. It's such a very interesting question. Yeah. I'm gonna take a deep breath in first before I talk about this.
Let's take some water.
So
about to go
that
deep.
I can talk about the vision. It gotta be,
And there's power in words, right? Words sound power.
Oh yes, all the time.
So let's think big. Why not?
Yeah. So I have so much music, a lot of music.
Yes.
Unreleased, some pre-mastered, some not, and I'm gonna start with within Oyasound, right?
Okay, which we are so grateful.
I know that somehow I kind of like hustled you, to say, yo,
when's the next track? When's the next track?
What's the next
we got
track?
You.
Are we not getting in a studio, right now? Because I really
You're ready.
enjoyed how you all actually work. Your work ethic just so pure, so beautiful, so free. And I want to do like more collaborations. You
got it.
And I want to, like, this time I want to really like think even deeply, as where we are,
Yes.
as the African people, in South Africa, in Haiti, and worldwide, for
There's a lot going
I
on.
know very well
Yes.
that the 21st century is such a very important year, you know. A hundred of years, for us. But
Sure.
now we are in 2024 to
The
2025.
age of
So,
Aquarius. We're
so
going there.
yeah, we go in there.
Mm.
But also, uh, I've been seeing that there's so much that we need to do, and if we do not do, chances are, there could be an extermination, of us. A lot is
Yes.
happening. So there's a huge calling, for us to step into the shoes, of those who have left. They are like great, great, great ancestors, who have to send, they left Abu Sobuke, Abu Biko, all
Yes.
of those, they left guidance,
Let's call their names.
for
Yes.
us. And we realize that if us, we're not doing it, no one else is going to do it.
That's right.
So music, since its more ways, its rhythm has always been igniting different faculties of spirits within ourselves.
That's right.
It could be heteru, it could be Heru, warrior spirit. I think Heteru, it's a pleasure, joy in Yoruba, or I don't know, I forgot what.
You think of Oshun?
Oshun, yeah, that's
Okay.
Oshun. It could be that, But I feel like as much as we're doing that, we can never forget, to be joyful.
That's
We
right.
can never forget to
There's power
to
in joy.
work
Yes.
a lot. But also, I feel like we need to ignite that warrior spirit, of Heru, Mukhali, in my language,
Okay.
so that we can be able to reach through and bring forth, to surpass our ancestors. Actually, it's written in one of the pyramids. I forgot the pharaoh who said that, but it's like what we need to do. Every generation has to do so to surpass their ancestors. So if we are doing and we are not
Right.
doing much
Moving
more than
forward,
what
yes.
they did, then that means that we are not doing, anything. But also, I want to have a lot of performances.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
I
perform
want,
so well,
I want us
PitsiRa.
to go to South Africa. I know that, and
Yes.
I'm calling it.
Put it in
I'm
the
calling it,
universe. South
I
Africa
want
is
to be the
calling.
first to go with you all. I know other people may catch you, Black Coffee, my brother, may say, hey, yo, guys, okay, come, or
You hear that,
Protman
Black
or
Coffee?
Skido may say, okay, let's do, because they've been reaching out, to
Sure.
different, countries, but I
Yeah.
want to be there,
Of course.
just with Oyasound. I also just want to bring out my music. I've been working with Mbande Roots. We have sort of like group. If you can allow me, like for 1 minute,
Of course.
is 1024,
Yeah.
and so we have like about 5 amapiano, songs.
Nice.
We've got about like 3 now, hip hop rap songs.
Okay.
We've been working now on some raga, reggae. So we're doing a little bit of
I
this
love
of
that.
this and that. So
And that's the beauty of this album too, that even though it's centered in house, we're bringing a new energy to it, or just adding our ancestral roots, whether it's South African or
yes,
Haitian.
yeah.
But also in a previous interview with Okai, he's also heavily into hip hop and is
You
a
see, exactly,
MC. And shout out to South Africa,
Yeah.
period.
Yeah.
Because the sounds that are coming out of there, but particularly Amapiano,
Yeah. Them
has
folks are
taken the world
working.
over.
Yeah.
So you being an artist from South Africa, but also showing the different genres that you are drawn to and that you possess,
Right.
is showing the connection throughout the diaspora,
Right.
but also within many different layers of sound.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's the beauty, because I never really understood why would someone being boxed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I felt like if you have been boxed, it's similar to slavery. I know, you know,
Mm.
for
Wow.
like distribution, publishing, you know,
Sure, sure, sure.
maybe you have to like, okay, say I stick to this genre, you know, all
Mm-hmm.
of that. But I always wanted to be free, you know,
Yeah.
because if you're giving me uh, Afrobeat, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do something on Afrobeat. You're giving me like a reggae
Mm-hmm.
beat, I'm gonna do
And it's
something, and
gonna
I
be
do
in
it
your own
in my
style.
own style. It's my own language, and that's how it has to be. You
Exactly.
know, I'm trained, you know, opera singer. You know, I got a show on
Wait,
Sunday.
wait, wait,
You
wait,
know,
wait.
yeah. You
Let's
see, so
rewind. You are a trained
yeah,
opera
yeah,
singer?
yeah, yeah. I got a song
I
I'm
could see
doing.
that. I could
Yeah,
hear that.
yes.
But if we and we're talking about this vision, right? This
Mhm.
dream for the
Mhm.
next couple of
Mhm.
years,
Yeah.
like to expand
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would
And
be
maybe we can work on that. We can even
yes.
see like, because we don't have really much of yes, we have your opera songs and
Sure,
all of
sure.
that, but we can bring
But the
beats
vocal
and
range
music, yeah,
with
into
our own
that. Yes, we
rhythms,
can do that.
I'm
We can,
down.
yeah, yeah, we can work on that, you know.
Yes.
So I'm really like open, you know, to
That's great.
and actually like next year, I also just want to like downsize, you know, the things that I'm doing, and music is right at the top of my list.
Okay,
And
good to know.
I'm excited to also see that things that I did this year for my vision board. I was looking at them, I'm like, wow, look, I've accomplished that. Oh, I've achieved that.
Good.
Oh, I've achieved that. Wow. And it sounds so good to see that. Oh, that means my brain, you know, I'm sane, you
Yes.
know, and the things that I say I want to do, you know, even if it could be a little bit small, but
Yeah.
I am doing that, you know,
That's
and I
right.
want to stick on that to say, if I say this is what I'm going to do, let me do that, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
that's really is the vision. I want to see myself like releasing my own music.
Yes. As you
In
should.
few, you know, months, I've been like, you know, I mean, I've got all these deals, you know, distribution deals, but it just
Mm-hmm.
takes so much time for
It's
me
a lot of work.
to
Yeah. But
do
we
like
got
all the
this.
covers, you know,
Mm-hmm.
to really decide exactly who do I want to work with, you know, and
Sure.
all of that. But I feel like, you know, I feel like this is it, you know.
Good. Good.
I feel so much ready, and I'm very confident than I
Yes.
was before. Like I feel
Good.
like
And we've
I've
seen that growth.
I feel like
Definitely.
I've really come out of the shell, and you,
Good.
yeah, I can't
Well, we're
wait to see
excited
that.
to
Yeah.
be part of your musical journey.
Mhm.
It's an honor. And we're definitely going to grow together and work
I'll
on some
appreciate
future
that. I'll
projects.
appreciate that. Yeah.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Anything else you would like to add, just for the people out there and knowing who you are
Right.
as a wonderful artist, and or about Oyasound?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I think I will say to people that, you know, open up your hearts, you know, open up your minds, you know, ensure that you always wanting to connect, you know, with other people, wanting to collaborate
Mm-hmm.
with other people, especially if those people do not share the same culture, you know, or perspective with you, so that you can always learn. And also that we just have to be hands on, you know. You
Right.
when you go to bed, you have to, like, before your eyes are closed, to really reflect on the good things that you have done, either to
Being
yourself,
grateful,
you know, or
gratitude.
to other people, you know.
Yeah.
When you walk out, you know, as you know, you plan your day, you know, and you're like, this is what I'm going to do, that is what I'm going to do. I will not do this, I won't do this. And then in that way, you are able to can actually shape yourself into this nice way that I like to use, and I teach also, like, the young men, rites of passage.
Yes,
So I
yes.
like to talk about what we call iwapele. You know, it's
Oh,
one of
let's
the
go there.
Yoruba, you know,
Yes. Good
good
character.
character, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and how you mold yourself, you know,
Right.
to become the things that you say, you know, the people that you are with. So really, just to be the vessel of the creator, you know,
That's
whichever
right.
way that you you depict, the creator. For me, just be that,
Right.
yeah,
Just be that.
just be that. And for Oyasound, I definitely will that this spirit is an old spirit, it's today's spirit, it's tomorrow's spirit, so we
Yes.
have to carry it on. I want
Oh, I
I want
received
my
that.
daughter, to
I
to
love
like
her.
one
Shout
day
out
to
to Maya.
one day to say, like, what, I also want to do a song with Oyasound. Like, that's how I see it. So
PitsiRa.
let's bring all the
I would love
the
that.
generation, so that the Oya sound, because Oya sound, yes, it could be in paper,
Yes.
kind of like an entity or an
Yeah.
organization or a company,
Yes.
but the Oya sound, you bring the sound of that great spirit, and if we're
Mm.
carrying the sound of that great spirit, we
Yes.
will forever be great. Right. Right.
Drop
Yeah. Yeah.
mic.
Right.
Thank you so much,
Yeah. Yeah.
PitsiRa.
Yeah.
Oh, what a blessing to have
Thank
you as
you.
part of the
Right.
Oyasound
Right.
family and just a good friend, right?
Yes.
And I appreciate you and thank you for bringing your culture, your family into this circle we'll build together.
Yeah. Yeah. Sibedi, as I'm gonna share, Sibedi, the Bedi, it means two. Yeah.
Mm.
So T is one, and then Bedi is two. Then we say
Okay.
we are like
Eddie is too.
the Bedi people. So I like to say that there's two people on earth,
Yes.
Ke monna le mosadi, it's a man and a woman. So I want to
Yes,
carry
yes.
that spirit, of the
Oh,
two people,
the two people,
Yeah,
the two
the king and queen, the
cultures,
two cultures,
Haiti and South
Haiti, hi
Africa. What's the
Bobo.
original name of South Africa?
Yes, I was gonna talk about that. I think at some
Yes, what
point,
is
and
it?
then
It came to
so
me.
yeah, as you know, South Africa is a direction, right? And
Mm-hmm.
some folks are making sure that it stays,
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
we they would like to say Azania,
Azania.
and some people say no, Azania come from Tanzania, through
Okay.
the Indians and all of that, and then they say not Mapunguwe,
Okay. Mapungure.
because Mapunguwe, we had one of the cities
Mm-hmm.
that was really successful, and thousands years ago it did a lot of like trading,
Mm-hmm.
engagements with like China, India and all of that. So
Mm-hmm.
they like to say that,
Mm-hmm.
but as the people, we have been like really, really, really struggling, to get our name,
Mm-hmm.
to be known, as you
Wow,
know
that's
our
good to
history,
know.
because apartheid it still lives, It
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's not that it has been abolished and all of that,
Mm-hmm.
but we have the colonialities, the
Mm-hmm.
things that were left with us.
Mm-hmm.
So we are working on actually healing, all
Mm-hmm.
of those things. So
Yes.
I want to sit here one day again to say the exact name
Wow.
of my country,
Mm-hmm.
So let's be willingful to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for sharing that.
Mhm.
All right. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
oh
And
yeah.
Kokoti. So
Yes.
definitely support. This album is called Tonight We Fly. I swear Navole is available on Bandcamp. So oyasound.bandcamp.com. And to learn more about all the artists and the songs and our Oya Sound journey, go on our website, www.oyasound.com. Thank you again, PitsiRa. Such
Thank
a
you for having
pleasure.
me. It's such a pleasure.
All right.
Such a pleasure. Thank you.